now streaming. We're now recording. Yep. Winners for being a pansy. I'm being a pansy. I really am. Oh, it's cold. Not really, but it feels that way. So while I sit here and get this kind of pulled up, there's really nothing I want to pull up. Uh, I did a video on gear, and I really I'm in the process of gathering information and knowledge for making some more gear. I'm gonna be making some bushcraft gear. Yep, microphone's right in the way, right in the way. But this is what gives the everything. And I'm sitting here mono broadcasting. Who gives a damn? None of this is for children. None of this is really for anyone out there. It's just for me to create and develop to be able to force my wife to do hers because she's smart, and if she goes and talks to people, we make money. If I go and talk to people, people look at me funny and be like, "Why are you so weird?" But I am. I'm weird. I know it. I don't really care either. It took a long time for me to get that way. It took a long time of people being like, "Oh, you're weird. You need to do stuff. You need to stop doing this. Why can't you fit in?" Because I don't care. I have two autistic children, which two out of three means it's probably me. Especially because of where our family is. But yeah, it's me. I know it's me. It's also my dad and my mom. Everybody's weird. Uh, we had the hard discussion earlier. What's happening with our family? My mom's got dementia. Some people have passed away, and now we don't have anyone. Really, we lost that kind of matriarchy and patriarchy. Once Gramps passed, then it's okay. Gramps passed, now part of the family doesn't come anymore. Oh, somebody got mad because of the way the will was done. Oh, now half the family doesn't speak to each other anymore. That is bad. It really sucks. But it is what it is. No, I didn't know there was different chat modes. Whatever. But I'm sitting here and we're sitting there talking, me and the wife, and started mentioning names of family, and our 10-year-old was like, "Who's that? Who's that? Who's that person?" And then we started like, "Oh, we got to do the family tree. There's all these people you don't even know, you've never met. Some of them, oh yeah, they stopped coming around, shoot, months ago. Sometimes years. Sometimes a decade. Sometimes some of us just have no clue. For some reason, I think my camera's not level. Whatever. OCD people are gonna hate this video because it's like I think it's a constant angle. But I'm trying out new stuff. 417. It should be oldest kid getting off the bus. Maybe. I don't know. I'll know if I hear him bouncing up the stairs. Doot 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 doot. But work was fun today. Had a good time. Yep, oldest is home. Good time in a crawl space under a house from the 1950s. It was interesting uh, to see. We got snow, which means it would have just been rain. And as it's melted, to see the change in the crawl space and how everything has went from a slight dry to a full melt to a swimming pool. Now half of it's back down into groundwater, and the other half isn't. It's still a swimming pool. So while we were working on encapsulation today, uh, trying to get pushing the water out to pump it out, get all the pump out. When you get on top of the end cap, the 10 mil plastic, and get it laid and start getting it spread to where it needs to be, it felt like a what did Paul say? A waterbed, because think your brain knows you're crawling under a house. So your brain and your body are like, okay, you're crawling. And then you put your hand down and it's not fully hard, but it's not fully soft. It's mud. So that mud just makes your body and brain kind of go no, and you stop. So we were crawling. I was pulling it out, getting it spread. Once we got all the corners set out and tight, it was okay. We start here, we push it this way, everything will get out, all the water goes out. Nice. So you get on top in the corner and you start going, and as you go, you're pushing everything towards the exit. It all just, it's like water, mud, oh, earth. And your brain and your body just kind of go, what the hell is going on? It's something that you probably experience, and I'm explaining it in a really fun way because it's what I experienced today, and that was a highlight. Talking to my wife and having a good conversation, connecting, making sure that we're on the same page as a couple, as parents, and also that we have our individual things that we're doing. I'm doing this, and I haven't really realized how much knowledge I have because my wife is an amazing business knowledge. She has the ability to just, okay, this is your company, this is what you need to do, this is how you do your marketing, this is, and my brain's like, I'm gonna go crawl under a house. I'm just gonna go crawl under a house and enjoy myself. And sometimes headlight dies and you're just stuck under a house in the dark and it's, whoa. I very much enjoy it. We finished up, I think Paul said 43 books over last year, this year since he got back. No, the fourth book of the series. Sorry, not 43 books. 43 books would be freaking ridiculous in 6 months. I'm not doing that. Actually, I read a lot. I read a lot of audiobook a lot. One of the podcasts I listened to, they had a big thing. Are audiobooks technically books? No. I do not count audiobooks the same way as books. So, my response to the Timcast is no. Audiobooks are not books. They are half a book because you're not using 2/3 of your senses that it takes to read a book, which are your vision, your vision, and your physicality, and you're changing that to an audio format, which changes the way your brain technically perceives the information and how it processes it because you're doing other things in that same period. So you're not taking in the full context of what's coming in, especially because most people don't listen to books at one. They listen to books at 1 to 5, or some people like my wife, 1 and 3/4, almost two. I can't comprehend the information at that speed. I can understand what is being said, but I cannot comprehend information at that speed. Because there's a very big difference between understanding and comprehension now. That's half of what arguments are other than tone of voice. You understand something some way, someone else understands it a different way, and there's not a cohesion of not a cohesion of comprehension between the two of you. Ugh. That just went sideways. I don't know why. This whole thing's about me being a pansy and not going outside and shooting bushcraft videos in the cold. That's what I told my wife. I was come up and I was just going. She called me a pansy because it was like, oh, I need to make videos. Yeah, I need to make my video today too. So I'm doing my video. And she was like, well, I got this knowledge and that knowledge. And I was like, yep, I got this. She was like, well, people want to hear it. Yeah. But it's cold. It's cold outside. And I'm being a pansy. I'm allowed to be a pansy. It is not good, but I am glad you called me out for it because it gave me something to come on here and talk about. Because bushcraft, hiking, being outside, I'm not outside, sitting in a room. My house is heated to, I think we're at like 70 degrees, probably 68, but we're heated. I'm not wrapped up in a bunch of coats. I'm paying for my energy bill, my expenses, and yeah, I enjoy waking up and going outside at 7:30 and hopping in my Land Rover and going to work. 8 o'clock crawling under some house in a Tyvek suit. I love it because it's always something new and a challenge, and it's always different. And I get to move my body. Uh, it's so pretty outside. Y'all can see the reflection of the window of my glasses, so you don't have to think about what I'm looking at because you can see it. Anybody wants to know can see it. I understand this concept. It's also why I have just this. I don't know. It's a weird day today. Woke up nice, went out, worked, had a good day. We laid 2,000, like 2,000 feet of plastic, and then turned around and cut another 1,200 feet. Yeah, no, we cut another 600 feet, and we got another 11 pieces to cut. But those don't need to be cut until the other ones are laid out so that you know you're putting in everything and you can make the appropriate measurements and offcuts. There's a lot of things that go into encapsulating a crawl space because everyone is different. There is no, oh, you can buy this pre-kit and it just boop, drops in. Not unless you're building it from scratch and then you can drop it before the subfloor goes in or even before the frame boards go in. But if you're doing that, why? Why don't you just waterproof the exterior a little better? Redo some landscaping? I don't know. I have no clue of what's going on with some houses. But if you let me in, I can go in there and I can tell you what's going on. I can tell you how to fix it. I'll tell you if you need a contractor. Tell you if you don't need a contractor, it's something you can handle. And I don't know. Probably 60% of home items can be handled by the homeowner. 30 years ago. Not nowadays. No. Now you can't do nothing with your HVAC. You can't, you go for it. Have a time. Touch that control board one way, the wrong way, you'll be spending $10,000. Nope. Plumbing is something, the only thing you really got to worry about in plumbing is air, venting, and backflow. So, as long as everything goes one way downhill, you're good. Electricity, nah. As long as you're not in the breaker box, you're good. If you gotta mess with the breaker box, then you should hire somebody that has the skills to not die. I do mold, toxic materials. So you got that asbestos wrapped HVAC ductwork, or that water coming in your basement, a little bit down there at the corner when it rains every now and then. That box gets kind of wet. Oh, that box over there stuck to the floor 10 years ago. No, it only happened once or twice. Yeah, but that humidity level in that place sits at what, 80 inside? Especially if it's not conditioned. If it's just an empty one, no. You're never down there. You're not looking at it. How much of that thing is covered in mold? How much of it has so much water in there as you could probably wash a dog? And if you can do that, that's a problem. Call an expert. Call me. I don't even know where you live. Give me a call. I got friends in just about all the states that do the same type of work, and we help each other out. We throw business and new technologies and information and everything. I mean, there's so much work and houses and everything out there for people. Why, no one is technically competition if you do good work. If you do good work, everybody is complimentary to you, even the guy that does the exact same work, because you do it in a different way. Even if you're certified and trained and blah, blah, blah. When I was first doing this, I learned a way to do it. And then I was talking with a guy, and he was like, I do it this way. And I was like, what? And yeah, he came down. We met. I was like, cool. You coming down? You got some family stuff? Hey, can I get you for a day? I'm doing a crawl space. And he's like, yeah, I'll come on over. I'll show you how this works, show you how this new end cap technique is. No, it doesn't save you any material. It's not actually saving you any money. It just looks prettier. That's my problem. I don't know how to make it look good. I know how to make it function. It works. It goes here, it does this, it does that. All right, homeowner, don't do this. Don't let it flood from pipe damage without calling me, because there's not going to be any water in here through the exterior or anything, because we're closing off all the vents, we're cutting everything off, we're putting in a dehue. Sometimes you got to put in a sump pump. But yes, y'all know, anybody that's been looking at my stream, watching these lives or looking at these videos, know I get to talking too much. Get to talking too much, my nose starts running. It's got something to do with the fact I ain't got no teeth. But it is what it is. Sometimes you get into bar fights. Sometimes you just lose them. That first one's kind of, yeah. Nobody ever wants to admit, oh, how'd you lose your teeth? Well, I was young and stupid, and I got hit in the face with a big metal pole. And it broke most of them out, and I had partials for a long time. And then in my mid 30s, I was just like, oh, let's get rid of them. Why? Because they're just rotting out. Okay. Got rid of them, got rid of all the nerve damage, healed up all the jaw issues, and took a couple years. Then went and got a set of dentures. Yeah, dentures. But no, it's uncomfortable and I don't want to do it. I can eat whatever I want to. I can bite into a steak. It's really weird. I cut it really small, but just chew, 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 swallow. Just like the army. You got 5 minutes. Get in there. Chew, chew, swallow. Chew, chew, swallow. Every little bite. Get it on down. Get it on down. It ain't about tasting it. Just get it on down. Oh. It's amazing how quickly just sitting here rambling and ranting about everything and anything, just like it's been 20 minutes. 18:27. Like, wow. Already? 20 minutes? Yep. 20 minutes. I've heard my boy get home. I need to go get a snack. I need to eat something. But for me, that means I have to go cook because we don't really do too much pre-mix. But also, I don't like, I like being able to just, okay, I'm going to have this and take 20 minutes, cook it. Other than that, I may pre-do a whole pound of sausage and eat, uh, own it for 2 or 3 meals. It's just what you do. When you got gastrointestinal issues, you kind of do whatever they let you do. Because gastro will put you down faster than getting hit in the head. Not true, but in my case, yes. Uh-huh. Drop the battery off. Yeah. But I'm gonna hop and go make something to eat. See what's going on. Oh, we got scouts tonight. They got scouts, which means I can do my layout in the bedroom. Yeah, yeah. This room doesn't have enough space. I've come over and taken over half of my son's room to be able to start laying out and doing stuff just to not to have enough space because I have so much gear. But so tonight I'm gonna go live again, and we're gonna do a whole nother video, another layout. I've just got to get my tent. No, not my tent. My sleeping bag. I gotta find my sleeping bag. I left it in my mouth. Crap. So I'm not gonna have that. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Yeah, bye. I know.